Hi everyone, welcome back to Eve Math Tutoring. Today's lesson is on calculating the slope of a line that passes through 2 points. So if you're given an example where you are asked to find the slope of a line, and it passes through 2 different points, I'm just going to show you how you would solve that. So let's say the question is, calculate the slope m of a line that passes through point A, which is -1, -3, and point B, which is 2, 6. Okay, so first of all, we have to write down what the formula for slope is. We usually use the letter m to represent slope in mathematics. So as you know, when you have a point, we refer to those points as x and y. So if we have 2 points, then this one, the first one can be x1, sorry, I'm just going to do that for a second. x1, y1, and the second one can be x2, y2. Okay. So when we do the slope, it is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that is the actual formula for slope when you're given points. And then all you have to do is just plug in those values into your formula. So take your y2 value, which is your y value of the second point, so that would be 6, minus the y value of the first point that's presented to you in the question, which is -3. Now it's minus -3 here. So this is -3, so we have to remember it's minus and then whatever y1 is. So you have to be careful if you have negatives, okay? So over here, and then x2, the second x point, 2 minus, and then in brackets, x1, which is -1 over here, okay? So if this was a positive, this would have just been 6 minus 3, and if this was positive, it would have been 2 minus 1 if this was positive. But because they're negatives, we have this. So then we just do 6. This becomes plus 3, and this becomes 2 plus 1. So that becomes 9 over 3, and then finally we get our answer. So that would be the slope of the line that passes through these points. So a slope of +3 would mean that when I draw my line on an x and y axis, or a graph, my line is going to be raising to the right in a positive direction. Okay, it's going to have a slope of 3. It's going to have a rise over run. That's another way to write slope. Rise over run is equal to 3 over 1. So if I if this were one point that I started off with, and I would rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I would go over 1, run of 1. So it would look something like, approximately like that. Maybe not through that, those exact points, but I mean, actually, we could even graph this one. If we wanted to actually graph, actually, I'm going to go ahead and graph this just so that you can see. Okay. Let's graph this, and then we can see how this slope is actually equal to a positive. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's going to go up. Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first point is -1, -3. Okay, I'm going to graph these in red. So -1, -3, that's the first point there. Then the next point is x is 2 and y is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's kind of similar to the one I drew before. It has a slope of 3, +3. So if we were to graph it, it would look like that. Now the question is just asking you to calculate the slope, but if you actually graphed it, you'd see that what I'm trying to show you is that a slope that's positive would raise to the of the positive direction, moving from left to right. It would be going upward, okay? But this is how you would calculate the slope of a line that passes through 2 points that are given to you. And we can actually even do another example. We can try something with maybe different numbers, like the point A, which is maybe positive, and then B, which is negative 7. So if I want to calculate the slope of the line that passes through these 2 points, again, I would just write down my formula. And then my second y point, y2, would go here, minus my y1, which is this one, and then my x2 and my x1. So over here you see we just have one negative here because these ones are positive. So negative 9 over negative 4, which is equal to positive 9 over 4, which is equal to 2 1/4. So that one's a decimal or a fraction, okay? So that's a different example. So that's calculating the slope of a line that passes through 2 points.